Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of StarCraft, where I run you through how to get the achievements and the missions. The mission we're doing today is Harvest of Screams. The first achievement is Harvest of Screams. Complete the mission. Then Icebreaker. Destroy 20 unfrozen enemy structures. Storm Chaser. Complete the mission in 15 minutes or less on normal. This one is kind of a difficult one because of that time limit and destroying the normal structure, the unfrozen structures, because you run into heavy resistance down there about around the bottom left of the map when you're trying to destroy the third Protoss thingy. Yeah, the third Protoss building, because it's got all sorts of defenses around it. So basically, what you'll want to do is, after you've just basically cleared out the top part over on the right, and then the sort of top, middle, and left, and collected your three after you've collected your three Ursadon matriarch samples, then you could just wait for the Frozen Night and then rush the last Protoss structure. So this way you can destroy that. Even if the flash freeze ends while you're down there, just completely focus on it during that last push. So this way you can get that last building within the time limit. And then the easiest way to destroy the unfrozen buildings while not having to deal with the Protoss units is, when the flash freeze comes, head into the bases, and instead of just letting them attack willy-nilly, focus on the enemy Protoss troops, and then clear an area of the troops, move out, and when the flash freeze comes back, when the flash freeze ends, then send your troops back in there and mop up the buildings. That's the easiest way to get the 20 unfrozen buildings. Now don't move out from the base until the Protoss send their first patrol towards it, because that's when the first flash freeze will hit. So just wait for them to come to the building. On this mission, gas is going to be pretty important, because you're going to need it for your roachlings, because they are very effective at dealing with Protoss. Sometimes later in the game, you'll have the ability to choose roaches that either slow or they produce what's called a carrion strain or corpser strain, which basically when one of the roaches dies, they spawn two little roachlings with time life, and it's basically like adding 2 extra units to your army supplies. So this way, those little roachlings will run in and take fire while your roaches are actually just beating on the units themselves. Yeah, see the way I'm targeting down these units first? Go ahead and kill them and wait to kill the buildings until after the flash freeze ends. This way it counts towards your overall end goal of the 20 destroyed structures. Now you can go ahead and focus on the buildings and destroy them at your leisure. Once you have those buildings destroyed, if you still have a decent force, I'd go ahead and move up to just over where my units are, and go ahead and get that Ursidon matriarch that's flashing above Kerrigan. Once you have those buildings destroyed, Zagara will drop a hatchery down on that mineral location, so don't worry about investing resources or drones to build a hatchery there. This mission's pretty easy, because all you really have to do is kind of hold your forces back when it's not a flash freeze, and then when the flash freeze comes, move in and destroy the Protoss army units, and then after they're gone, go ahead and move them out and wait for the flash freeze to end, and then when the flash freeze ends, go ahead and clear out the buildings. And that's pretty much the easiest way to get all the achievements for this mission. Because once you have your 20 buildings, it's kind of like a mad dash to that last Protoss Sanctuary Tower. And each time you defeat one of the Ursidon matriarchs, there'll be more roachling units off in the back that are frozen. So just keep that in mind when you're sending units over there. If you have a decent enough size force, you don't even have to wait for the flash freeze. You can go ahead and move in. But like I said, I normally wait for the flash freeze to get rid of the enemy units, just because it's easier and you won't accidentally lose your army. I've done that before. Yeah, if your Kerrigan has the grip ability, make sure you use it on these power overwhelming anomalous Protoss dudes. Archons. I could not remember their name. once you get rid of the initial forces, it's kind of simple to move through here and just kill the buildings. The hardest ones to defeat, just because of their life, is the Nexus and the tower. They have a bukural buttload of life, so it's easier just to target those down with your entire force. Yeah, I pulled back my forces because the flash freeze, I didn't want to accidentally destroy it and not have it count towards the unfrozen building count, because that's like 20 seconds of work right there that would be for nothing. Yeah, as far as army units go, I'd go back and forth between Zerglings and Roachlings. Roaches. Man, I cannot remember names today to save my life, huh? It's like them Archon power overwhelming. The big shiny Protoss, shoot that. Oh yeah, what unit are you using to destroy it? The one that looks like a cockroach with teeth. Yeah, as soon as the flash freeze is over, go ahead and move back in to take out the rest of these buildings. And then on this next flash freeze, you're gonna bum rush that last Protoss tower down there in the bottom left. You won't even bother really worrying about the other units. Just move all your units straight down into that onto that tower. Hey look, it's more shiny Protoss. And make sure you grab the Ursulon Matriarch that's to the left over there. Also, if you want to protect your base from the annoying Protoss patrols, go ahead and put down some spine crawlers. About 5 of them should do the trick. Move in here and pick up this Ursulon Matriarch. Grab those Roachlings. And then just tentatively push towards the force at the bottom, because you don't want to apply too much to it, because you will wind up losing your units. Now just push, send everything at that tower. Ignore all the units, all the buildings, because you should have your limit if you clear out those. If you clear out the top during the unfrozen portion of the mission, you should have more than enough buildings to destroyed, so this way it counts towards getting the achievement. There we go. That's the last tower. you go, guys. That's how to get the achievements in Harvest of Screens. Sorry, Harvest of Screens. If you like this video, give me a like, a share, and I'll see you in the next one.